Hello and welcome to the Displaced African podcast. The Displaced African is the African immigrant's personal development blog. It can be found at www.thedisplacedafrican.com. Hello everybody, this is Mwangi here. It's about 4 in the morning. I hope you're having a great day, night, evening, wherever you are. This is my interview which I've been postponing for a long time with STL, aka Stella Mwangi. And before I get to the interview, I just wanted to tell you real quick what's coming up. I have a lot of interviews I've done behind the scenes and a lot more that I have lined up. So among the interviews coming up soon, I have an interview with a guy by the name of Derek Ashong. And if you don't know who that is, just go to YouTube, type ASHONG and Barack Obama and watch his fantastic video about that. I got to interview him. I also got to interview a great lady who I know here who started up a nursing agency and recently successfully sold it and went home with a nice package of money. In addition to that, I also have an interview with a guy by the name of Kirk Nugent. Now, if you don't know who Kirk Nugent is, just go again to YouTube and type Pursue Your Passion. And Nugent is Nugent. Absolutely fantastic interviews coming up. All that and a lot more. I'm speaking with Linda from Capital about doing some more work with her. So let's see how that goes. Secondly, I did not edit this interview, though I did, of course, conduct the interview. I didn't edit it. So I wanted to thank the person who helped me with the editing, Jackie. Happy birthday. May you live to have many more. Thank you so much for doing this. And finally, I just wanted to give you a few words about Stella, aka STL. The way I first heard about Stella was from YouTube. I often go onto YouTube and look around to see what the latest Kenyan music is, and I saw that she was one of those people who was really being spoken about, like she was she was she was the next big thing, and very well respected woman on African music and particularly in Kenyan music scene. And then when I went to her MySpace page, I was really impressed. She had all these live shows. She was opening for all these international acts, Paul Wall, Busta Rhymes, and all these great American acts who are very big and successful worldwide. And what really caught my attention was when I saw that she actually went to Norway when she was 4, and that this music was like an outlet and an escape for her. So I knew that I wanted to interview her because a lot of you probably have heard the interview that I did with my little sisters. My sisters are here. One is 14, one is 11. So I just wanted to know how this immigrant experience affects children and, share it with you people. And when I initially wanted to interview STL, those are the two things I wanted to do: talk about the music and talk about how the immigrant experience affects you across different age groups. She was there as a child, she was there as a teenager, and now she's there as a young adult. That's initially how I wanted it to be. But Stella was a very intelligent woman, very insightful, so it actually got to a point where I just shut up, let my agenda go, and just let her speak. And I think the coolest thing I took away from this interview was how she actually became big in Kenya. Well, she initially went to Kenya. Actually, no, I'll let you listen, but in short, it's a lesson about tenacity and knowing what you want and going for it in spite of what happens. So I hope you enjoy this interview. Stella, I hope it does you justice. Enjoy. Alright, so this is Mwangi here, and I'm here with rap sensation, Stella Mwangi, aka STL. So how are you today, Stella?
I'm very fine. How are you?
I am very well. So
that's great.
You're very excited today. That's nice. That's good.
I'm always excited though. I just went to the studio, so
you feed off the energy in the studio.
Yeah, all the time.
All right. So tell people who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is Stella Mwangi, aka STL. I am a female MC based in Norway, born in Kenya. I'm Kenyan.
Okay. So how do you remember any of the years you're in Kenya?
Oh, yeah, of course. But I was there in 2005 and 2006 and in 98. So I'm basically there quite often, though.
Oh, so you visit quite often?
Yeah, I'm there quite often because I've released a single there, a compilation CD. I've also won the Kisima Award for the most promising artist.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so excited.
But do you remember your childhood before you left for the first time?
Well, I was 4 years old when I left Kenya. And, All I can remember actually, because I was really crybaby after my grandmother. That's basically what I can remember. I love being with my grandparents. Don't have any like bad memories or anything, so it was all good actually.
Ah, cool. And
Hmm.
so you arrived in Norway in 91, is that correct?
Yeah, in 91.
All right, and what are your first memories of being in Norway?
Yeah, okay, my father had some political things going around in Kenya, so we had to move the country. It's basically like that. I don't want to go into details or anything, though, if that's okay.
Nah, that's fine, that's fine. But for you,
Yeah.
for you personally, how were things for you personally?
It was like, at first I was like 5 years old, so everything was all good. But we moved to a place called Eidsvoll, like an hour from the capital city. So there were actually no immigrants there. No, there were only Norwegians. Yeah, so we got quite a good attention around there. But what I can remember when I started school, when I started first grade, that's when I like really realized like, oh shit, I'm really different, you know, because kids were really looking at me and like, you know, back then it was really like common here in Norway to call like Africans niggers, you know.
Yeah.
So I got that quite often, and it was a hard time for me actually. It was.
And how did you learn the language?
I was a kid, you know, so things went, you know, really, I catched up the language really quick. He was quite easy, but Norwegian I've come to learn that it's really a difficult language, so. Yeah, but it went actually pretty easy for me, though, so.
And did you learn your own language? Like, did you learn Kikuyu?
Yeah, of course. You know, my father, like, 'cause after school, every day, from Monday to Friday, he used to teach me and my my sister and my brother, Kikuyu. He had gotten this 2 hours of free lunch from the school, right?
Yep.
So we were, like, basically, after school, always sitting still at the classroom and waiting for my dad to come so he can teach us Kikuyu. Then I was like, oh, my God, it's really, like,
Yeah.
like too
I can
much,
imagine.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really thank him because he was really tough on us. I'm like, don't think he came here to Norway to be Norwegian. So I really thank him for that because now I can actually go back to Kenya, talk Kikuyu with my grandparents, and actually have no problem because it was really important for my father that like we don't forget where we come from.
Yeah.
And I really thank him for that because like my music is really based. I mean, if you listen to my lyrics, it's all about like, you know. Okay, mostly it's about me being Kenyan. I'm going back home to Kenya and stuff like that. It's really like it defines who I am today, and I really thank him for that. You know.
Ah, that's pretty amazing. And
Yeah.
did you learn Kiswahili as well?
Yeah, I learned Swahili, but I'm actually better in Kikuyu. Okay, like I understand Swahili
Uh-huh.
and I can talk it, but not as fluent as I should. But but it doesn't really matter because I can talk and I can understand Swahili, but with my grandparents, I have to talk Kikuyu. So, so